Hi guys, so I'm going to go over how to get the HMI working with the Click PLC. So we're going to search for Maple HMI. It's going to be the first one that pops up. So Maple Systems. You're going to go to their website. You're going to hover over products and then go over to the far right side, which says software, and click on EBPro. So read the screen, click on download EBPro. It's going to give you a list of their software that they have. Go ahead and go to EBPro downloader. It's going to ask you to register an account. Go ahead and do that. And then once you register, it should take you back to the screen. So go ahead and click downloader. It's going to start downloading the program. So once that downloads, you're going to install it. And once it's all installed, we'll go ahead and launch the program. So once you have the program launched, it takes a while for it to actually get going. It takes a while to load. So we're going to wait right here. Okay, it'll pop up. We're going to click on a new project. And it's going to show you several of the HMI screens. Doesn't matter which one you pick, it's just all different sizes. As long as it has the right communications port, we're okay, which is the RS-232. So it takes a while for again to load. It's a little bit slow. Maybe it's just my computer, I don't know. So now it's initializing. Okay, so we're gonna go to this screen, and that's your HMI that you selected. So we're gonna go to new device. It'll pop up. Yours will probably say Modbus in the highlighted. Don't worry about that. You're gonna go to device type, click, and scroll down till you see Koyo Automation Direct. You're gonna have a few options. You have Ethernet or Click. You're gonna click on Click. That's the one we have. And then we're gonna go down to RS2, it's good. We're trying to kind of figure out our COM ports. If you don't know which COM port you're using, you can use a device manager to see which COM port is communicating with your PLC. So we have comms. The COM port list. COM3 is what I'm using. So I'm going to go ahead and go to settings and change it to COM3. Okay, so before we get started throwing stuff in, you need to set your addresses. Just like you do in the Click program, setting your X's and your Y's. So we're going to go to new, say, let's name our tag. This will be our start button. We're going to use bit. Our address is X. And now we're going to type in the address. So 001. Also, you can type in just 1. It does have an address format, but I found it works with either way. So we're going to click OK, and it's going to put it into the library of addresses. So we're going to go ahead, add our stop, and we're going to put it at just 3. So now we're going to do our Y's. So since it varies for each project, I'm just going to leave it as Y1 for now. So you can see as Y, C, T, CT, all the other bits are in there too as well. So we're going to go to Y and put the address Y1. Okay, add it in there. This is like probably the most time-consuming part, just adding them all in. We'll go ahead and add in Y2. You can just do a few first to give you guys an example of it all. And guys, there's probably shortcuts to do a lot of this stuff. I just haven't figured it out yet. I've been doing things pretty quickly. So now I'm going to add a counter into this. So counter 1. I'm going to do word instead of bit, and then all the other bits are in there too of the designation. So my address 1. So we go counter 1. So now we can start putting in our objects. So we do it from the home screen. We're going to do what's called a bit lamp. So I click on that. So you could put in a comment. You don't have to. I just put one in there. And then we're going to change our address to Y and Y1. So the tabs here, shape, you can change the color to the input output where you want for the on and off. Change the shapes, whatever you want to do with that. So we're going to go drop it in there. Then our Y1 light is in there. We're going to add another one for Y2. In there, and drop it in. So now what we're going to do now is add a button. We'll also go to the Objects tab. You can see all the objects are in there that we can put in. So we're going to do set bit. So set bit, that's going to be our start button. So in our label, I'm going to write in start, and this will actually put start on that button for us. So change the address to being X, and it's going to be X1 for start. This is the important part of the attribute. We're using momentary because you can just set it on, set it off, toggle, and many options, but our start is only momentary energization, so we're using momentary. So we're going to put it in there. Now I have start on there, so we know what it is. And as you can see, all the designations are on there, but it tells you like this is Y1, this is X1. And then we're putting it in our stop button. So I always want to double check that that object you put in is addressed to the right address. So now we're going to do our counter. So we're going to do a numeric. And then we're going to address, we see CTD counter, CTD1. You can also do this, it'll pop up this box, and you can click tag library, and it'll show all the addresses in there, and you just select it, click OK, and that kind of helps to where this pop box comes in, and it will show all the addresses that you have available to that object. So we're going to take away allow input because we just want to read what the counter is. We're not writing any information into it. So we're going to drop it in there. And then at this point, you can format your screen and how you want it to look. There's many tools to do aligning. There's quite a bit. You can center them, align them vertically, align them horizontally. Can get a little messy sometimes if you have too many objects selected at once. So you might want to do it individually. Or so right there, I just centered it to the whole screen, and I just aligned it to the middle. Here I got my lights, and I'll make my lights on the even horizontal line. So these tools help you make sure everything's even instead of just eyeballing it. You can space them out evenly. And also have a function that's called grouping, where you can like lob everything to a group and change it all at once. Also have what's the sizing change. So if one button is bigger than another, you can click same size and it'll make them the same size. So now that we got our screen all set up, we are ready to compile our project. So we're going to hit compile. We're going to save our project if you haven't saved already. So we're going to head down and need to check the build font files. We don't want that building because a lot of fonts are not supported. So we're going to go and click compile. It's compiling for us. The build was successful, but we're in the wrong tab. We're in error list. So we want to go to output, and it'll show us no errors, no warnings. Just like in the Click PLC, no errors, no warnings. So we're going to close that. So we're going to do an offline simulation at first. So this will just show you what the screen looks like and the off state. It takes a while to load. Give it a second. There we go. Our lights, our counter, start and stop. They don't do anything because there's nothing going through. So now we're going to do our online simulation. Takes a little bit longer. And right now, I do have it connected to the PLC. I need to go ahead and reset it. I'm in the Lab 7 on the PLC right now. So this is just set up for the first parking instructor level. So as you go, you hit start, the counter goes up. I hit 20, the parking lot is full, the light turns on, and stop, all the cars come out. So the one on the left is for full, so that's why I lit up at 20. The one on the right is for level 2. Since we're not counting on that one, it doesn't turn on. But it's pretty simple and straightforward here. Our start and stop is my up and down buttons in this case. So You go, turn on the light again, and then turn it off. So, and that's pretty much it. Go ahead and close that. If you don't see the X, it means your screen's too big, and you can just close it from the window tab on the bottom. So just gotta make sure that you put in all your addresses in. There's a lot already in there. I don't even touch them because I don't know what they do. But you just gotta make sure to put in all your addresses and assign them to your objects. You guys are good to go. That's pretty much it. And for those of you watching that are in my class, feel free to ask me questions. I will try to help you guys as best I can. I'm still learning this program, so I'll do my best to answer your question.